Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So for this tutorial we are going to make this top that matches this cut that I made. I'm going to attach a clip of it in the corner. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab yarn, and I would suggest the same type of yarn that you used for making the skirt is the same type of yarn that you should use for making the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your yarn. Mine is thick and it's 100 grams, and I'm using a 5mm hook, the same hook that I used for the skirt, but this you can use a 4.5 or even a 4mm hook or a 5mm hook depending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a slip knot, and this is how I do it, just like that. This top is really easy to make. So you're going to make your slip knot. So you're going to make a chain, and this chain is going to cover only and only your bust area, just the bust area. So you will have to measure from one side of your bust area to the other, and on that measurement you just subtract either 1 or 2 inches. So let's say if my bust measurement is let me say 12 inches, I'm going to do what? I'm going to subtract 2 inches, that is 10, because it has that stretch to it. So, and the reason why we are also subtracting 1 or 2, I would really advise 1 inches, because we don't want it to be see-through. So I would suggest you just subtract 1 inch. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain, make a chain that runs from one part of my bust area to the other. And because I'm using a bigger hook, I don't want this to be too tight. The chain that I'm making, I really don't want it to be too tight. So you're just going to make it, but not too tight, because I'm going to go back into it with a double crochet. So I don't want to have to like struggle because I'm using a bigger hook. So here what I'm going to do next is I'm going to yarn over, count 1 2 3, right, and I'm going to go into this stitch right here with a double crochet. It is yarn over. You have 2 left on the hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, then yarn over, go into the next stitch with a double crochet, yarn over, go into the next with a double crochet until you get to the very end. So basically this is what our stitch is going to, our pattern for this top. So you're going to just do this until you get to the end, and then I'll meet you right here, and then I'll show you what to do next. So here I'm at the very last stitch. I'm going to just go into it with a double crochet. So what I'm going to do is chain 3, 1 2 3, turn your work around. This acts as our our first double crochet, this chain 3. So you're not going to go into this stitch, but you're going to go into the next with a double crochet, and we'll be ending our rows with a double crochet. Then you're going to turn your work around, chain 3, and then continue with the double crochet. So I'm going to show you what I did here, so I'll meet you there. So here I'm at the very end. You can see I have this and this, so I'm going to go into this with my double crochet, and then the top part of my chain 3 with a double crochet, and this is what we're going to do until you get the length of your bust area. So I think I'm going to just add around 4 to 5 rows, but let me do this and then I'll get back to you when I'm done so that I can show you how to make the arms. Sorry. So that I can show you how to make the arms. So here, the very end, I have made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. I've made 9 rows because it's just a small top. So what you're going to do next is you're going to grab your yarn and hook, and you're going to make a very long chain of about 70 inches, I think. So you're going to make a very long chain of about 70 inches, and then I'll meet you when you're done with that chain. I don't know if you've noticed, but here it's a bit shorter and here it's going to be a bit longer, and this short part is what is going to be our upper part, and this other part is what's going to be down. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do double crochets. I'm going to count 1 2 3, and on this third one you're going to do a double crochet, and you're going to do double crochets until you get to the very end, which is at the end of this, at the end here, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next for so this chain, this thing that we made here, is what is going to tie our back. And then what you're going to do is, because I'm almost at the end, I'm going to go into this with a double crochet, and then you see this space here, you're going to go into that with a double crochet, then you're going to go into this space just anywhere in the middle of our double crochet. You're going to go into it with a double crochet, and then come here where we have this line here, the double crochet, and then you're going to chain in between here with a double crochet, and then the line. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to put one double crochet here, where we join with a double crochet, and then a double crochet where we join, where we have like this line here in the middle of the two double crochets. You're going to put a double crochet, and then here a double crochet like that until you get to this point. So I'm going to meet you when you're at this point, and then I'll show you what to do next here. So I'm at the end here, like I said. So I'm going to go into this very last stitch with a double crochet, and what I'm going to do next is here I'm going to make a chain the same length as this, right? And then I'm going to go back into it with a double crochet. So basically what you, for this tutorial, right, you go like this and then come back with a double crochet, and then we're going to cut it off from here. Then you're going to join your sorry, you're going to join your yarn here, and you're going to make this same like long chain, and then come back. I'm going to show you how to do it actually instead of explaining. Let me just do this part. So I'm going to make a chain as long as this, and then come back through it with a double crochet, and then I'll meet you here when I've finished the double crochets, and I'll show you how I end this row and how I attach here. My camera did not focus on what I did next, but where my hand is, that's where you're going to stop with your double crochet, and you're not going to go into this double crochet with a double crochet. Instead, you're going to skip it, and then where our top really begins from is where you're going to attach your hook and then cut it off, as you can see here as I was cutting it off. So that's basically it. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your hook, and then on your yarn you're going to make a slip knot and then attach it, and you're going to make a long chain, just like how we did the other side. You're going to make a chain of 70, and then after making the chain of 70 you're just going to come back with a double crochet, just the same way we did this other side. You're going to make a chain of 70, come back with it with double crochets, and then where we have our top, you're going to go into like one double crochet and then the line one, just exactly how we did the other side. And this is actually the finished product. This is how it looks like. And remember where we had the very short, our beginning on the front part, that's where our top part is going to be, and then down where we have an extended double crochet is how it's going to be. I'm just going to attach a small clip of me in the top to just show you what it's all about. So up it will be tied on the neck part and then down on the back.